Hi there, Lloyd Macedo. Speaking to you from LloydMacedo.com. Who's Lloyd Macedo and Think Personal Branding? All right, I put two other videos. One is 13 things that nobody can predict about UAE and 9 reasons why the UAE job market would absolutely change for the better or worse. We need to see. So this, I'll put the link in the description below. This video is 20 reasons why the UAE market will absolutely bounce back. Now, I know you must be pretty surprised. You're like, boy, you're speaking positive about the UAE market. You always speak negative. Now, how come you're speaking positive? See, the thing is, you need to be realistic. You need to give a realistic picture. It's not about me being right or wrong. It's trying to give the most accurate information to the viewers. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I admit that. If I'm right, I tell you as it is. And if I feel something is fishy, obviously, I point that out. Now, I've been doing a little bit of research. I've been speaking to key decision makers. I've been speaking to people who really have the money and who really invest. So they kind of gave me feedback, and it's not just one or two, it's people over a period of time. Okay. So I just compiled a list of 20 reasons why I feel the UAE market will bounce back. But how much, to what extreme? Well, let's figure it out. So let's quickly move on. The 20 reasons why the UAE market will bounce back. Number one is right now we all know that the UAE market is down. Okay, if you purchase, let's say, a property for 5 million, now you'll only get 3 million. If you purchased, let's say, you invested in stocks, all your money is gone. Okay, we know that the market is down. We know that UAE has $20 billion to pay. But remember this, just as what goes up comes down, what goes down also comes back up. So UAE is not going to be down forever. Okay, and given the fact that Expo 2020 is around, UAE is really working its ass off to promote UAE as a place where you can invest. So it's not like a tsunami of money or investments will float in, but money is coming in. So just as what goes down has to come up, now people are actually buying properties, especially the people who have money. They're buying properties when it's selling for cheap. They're buying land when it's selling for cheap. They're buying things like, for example, in a clearance sale, when things are going 90% off, even if a person doesn't need it, is buying it because he's saying, maybe I can sell it off for a profit. Okay. So it's always what goes down always has to come up. That is why maybe Warren Buffett is putting his bets on the UAE market. The next video, I'll be sharing why maybe Warren Buffett, I challenge Warren Buffett to prove him wrong. Well, you must be thinking, a tattooed face challenging Warren Buffett. Well, I'll give you a logical reason. Check out the other video. I'll put the link in the description below. So what goes down has to come up. That's the first rule. The second thing is UAE is, and it has shown this trend, it's relaxing its rules with Expo 2020 because its reputation is on the line. You're coming up with this mega event, and the reason for the event is to showcase UAE as a place where you can invest your money. So it will absolutely relax its rules, and we are seeing this happen. We are seeing Abu Dhabi is coming out with the relaxed rules for the free zone. Abu Dhabi is also coming out with the free zone, which was not there before. Abu Dhabi changed its a rule that on investing in properties, you can own properties. Dubai is saying you don't need to pay licensing fee, you don't really have to pay renewal fees, you'll get discount on this, discount on that. So this is creating a little bit of buzz and excitement, especially for newcomers, because I get many people who get in touch with me who are the first time investors. Lloyd, what do you think about this? So I give them my opinion. So like I said, when you relax the rules, you attract investors. And there are people who are really powerful, who have a lot of money, and they wouldn't mind investing. In fact, I know one guy, he lost a lot of money in the housing bubble crash. And because some of the properties were going really dirt cheap, he just scooped up 5 houses. And I was like, are you for real? So he's like, well, I'm taking a risk, but I think most probably I know what I'm doing. And he got it at a throwaway price. So yes, when you do relax your rules, you get people attracted to you. Number 3 is piggyback on the previous one. When you relax your rules, yes, you get investors. But now what they're doing is they're also offering incentives. That's the main reason why Warren Buffett is opening his company. And that is why China is thinking, okay, let's see what maybe UAE has something. It's, UAE and their delegation and their team are literally going to countries and saying, what would it take for you to invest your money? You tell me what you want, I'll give it to you. And this has actually happened. In fact, one of my friends, friend, lots of money, he was given this explicit offer. What would it take for you to invest 100, 200 million? Tell me what you want. I'll make it happen. I'll break the rules just to make it happen. So when you give people with money such a strong reason to invest, people do invest. People have money. Remember this much: UAE still has the money, investors still have the money, but they are looking for a reason. When there is a special offer, then people invest. That is why people are waiting for this 99% off, or when people are getting rid of old stock, and they buy. Number four is banks have been getting instructions. One is obviously to evaluate who you're giving a loan to, but at the same time, banks need to survive. Okay, if they have cash that is just resting in its vault, it doesn't make any money. When it lends this money, that's where they make money. They have tightened up their regulation, they tightened up the instruments, and they refuse to give people loans, because of which many businesses closed down. Now they are saying, now they started to relax the rules, because obviously the UAE government has come in and said, okay, we have consolidated banks, we have merged banks, which has been happening. Now we have a lot more money. Give the money, but obviously these are the new key factors by which you qualify someone to give money. So banks are also relaxing. That danger phase is going away. Banks are merging, so they have a lot more cash in hand, a lot more power. And yes, they are also teaming up with Interpol. They are also teaming up with a lot more of the local, like if you're Indian, they'll team up with the collection agencies from India, so you can't just run away to any other country. So banks are also relaxing, but at the same time, they're playing it pretty smart. Number five is special offers that the market is offering. Um, you just have to look at the newspaper. You'd see discounts, special offers, like from Fly Dubai to Etihad Airways to Emirates Airlines. They are offering special packages, which was never offered. Like before, it was like either you take it or leave it, get lost. If you don't want, fuck off. It was like 2,000 dirhams, take it or leave it. Now, what was 2,000 dirhams is saying, we'll give it to you for 699 if you purchase now with your friend, or 645 or whatever. So they're coming out with these new special offers. So it's not only Emirates, it's not only Etihad, it's not only Fly Dubai, it's outlets, it's different businesses. If I was running a business and I wanted cash to come in, obviously I'd give a special offer. That's how can I survive? So the market in itself realizes that if I don't offer them value, they're not going to buy. The next one, point number 6, is all of this is helping liquidity to improve. By liquidity, it's like cash flow. So let's say, for example, I complete a project for this guy. He gives me the money. When I have the money, I got the money for this project that was completed. I can pay my expenses. I can buy new products. I can put some money in the bank. I can give money to somebody else. Now, the next person who receives my money, they'll be like, oh, thank you very much. I got paid my salary or paid for the project. I can pay my expenses. I can go buy in a restaurant. I can go buy in a shop. I can go watch a movie. So liquidity improves, cash flow is there. Number 7 is, we have seen this, the marketing and the message has changed. Before, UAE always tried to portray the biggest, the richest, the glamorous. Now they are focusing on, like I told you, the year of tolerance, where they're trying to show likability. Because remember this, in order to do business with anyone, you need to be likable. If you're likable, you do business with them. If you like them, you do business with them. You don't like them, you don't do business with them. Point number 8 is new management and new rules. You must have seen the news. Dragon Skull is changing its management, top management. In fact, it's not just Dragon Skull. It's not only Emaar. It's not only Emirates, Etihad. We saw all these big companies change their management. I've been noticing this in different companies as well. Say a guy was working there for 20 years or 30 years, and he is not able to show the results. So, the owner thinks, why am I paying him a big salary? Get lost. Let's have new blood. Let's have new people come in. Let my son take over. Let me get these new exciting new brains. So people want to shake things up because they know they have to survive. So when new managements take over, new rules come into play, and that in turn makes some people uncomfortable. Some people, they just blend in. So that would, kind of bring UAE market to bounce back. Point number 9 is obviously new projects. Plenty of new projects being announced. However, cautiously, not just super grand, like they're not making it the biggest, largest. They're just saying these are the projects, normal projects. And number 10 is point of number 9 is when you announce new projects, new job opportunities are coming. So let's say a construction company announces, okay, we are building Tower X. So you'll need engineers, project managers, general manager, finance guys, salespeople, vendors, suppliers. And these people, on the other hand, okay, so they will need a new house to stay. They will want to buy from a shopping mall. They would want to buy. So new businesses will improve, and this will, have a domino effect where positivity will be there. Point number 11 is the new breed of employees, not employers, employees. Want, for the people who have been there for 40 years, like for example, I was there for 40 years, my generation was there, my friends were there. Now, we realized the market is changing, and some of us were not comfortable with the changes. So we said, I think it's time for us to move. And we gained new skills, we tried new things, some worked, some didn't work, and we finally found out something new to do. So when we left, there was a vacuum created. Oh, okay. There's nobody to work in sales. 10 guys, they left sales. They left with their contacts and connections. So you have a company that has 10 vacant salespeople. Okay, let's say, for example, a bank. 10 salespeople resigned and left. So you have 10 vacancies. So obviously, new people come there. When these new people come there, they come with new personalities. They come with new styles. They come with the new contacts and connections. They'll come with new customers. So these employees who come, they're not like the same old. Like, for example, for the people who are born and raised in UAE for 40 years, we would have an ego. We would have a certain, like, I don't give a fuck attitude. But then ones who come new would say that, I'm humble. I have a lot to learn. I'm ready to take shit and whatever. I'm not saying all of them are. At the same time, they're also far more intelligent. I mean, we didn't have social media in our generation. We didn't have the internet when I was young. This new generation has iPad, iPod, internet, Uber, AirNub, so many things which are non-existent. So it brings a new skill. And everything is like, now forget online, it's artificial intelligence. So it'll bring about new talent. Point number 12 is UAE is going to aggressively bribe the EU, European Union, UK, and US. It's already there in the news that they're bribing their key people in key positions to have a favorable impact. Although the opposite is also true. You could say that UAE is being blacklisted for black money laundering and all that. But at the same time, you need to understand is the reason why US, UK, and EU are still supporting, some of them are still supporting is because UAE is taking care of its key contacts over there. So given the fact that they are still keeping that lifeline open, and they will, you'll get to see a lot of changes happening in the market because there will be exchange of projects. UAE and Saudi, they are teaming up much more stronger. They're coming out with, if something worked, fine, they will use it. If something didn't work, they are trying new things. Point number 15 is because of the year of tolerance, they have clearly shown that they are looking at a new market, not just Arab Muslims. They're looking at Christians. That is why the Pope was invited. Hindus have a lot of money. The Indian population itself is 1 billion. I mean, there are a lot of Hindus there who have tons of black money, tons. So instead of going to the Caribbean, instead of going to other places, bring your black money here. We are just going to close your eyes, invest. We have a temple for you. We love Hindu mythology. We love the Hindu culture. So they're targeting Hindus, and that's a very smart move, very, very smart move by the UAE leadership. UAE is also trying to get rid of its old projects, the projects where they're bleeding and hemorrhaging cash. I can guarantee you that the world islands, they're just going to get rid of them. They're going to vanish. They're going to sink them. Nobody's going to talk about it. The waterfront properties, they have Palm Island 1, 2, 3. Take my word on it. They're just going to wipe out 2 and 3. It's only going to be one Palm. Mark my words. They will do this because it costs them billions just to, keep these projects alive. Even Maktoum International Airport, they are going to figure out something or another, or at the end, maybe after 20 years, they're going to say, it's not working out. Let's just shut it down. Because what's the point of hemorrhaging cash for a mistake? You made a mistake, admit it, that's the only way forward. And that's what they're going to realize. So UAE has been getting rid of a lot of its older projects. That's why many of the towers that were announced during the boom period, the skeleton structure is still there. They've been left there. We can see that. Nobody's working on them. Slowly and quietly, with nobody knowing it, they're going to destroy it. So they're going to save face. So number 16 is they're going to get rid of the old projects. Number 17 is people tend to have a weak memory. Like it always happens. Like, today people are still excited to invest and all that, but they've forgotten about the 99-year lease. They've forgotten about the freehold property hype. They've forgotten about how, when Sheikh Zayed died, what had happened, when Sheikh Mohammed took over and announced all these projects, and then people are not paid money. People forget. They tend to have a weak memory. And it's always like, let bygones be bygones, let's move on. And that's the only way to do business. If you keep, remembering all the past, and life cannot move forward. So people tend to have a weak memory. That is why all these failed projects, very soon people are going to forget, like Arthur Anderson, like Lehman Brothers, like the banking fiasco, like the mortgage crisis. We remember them, but then even the dot-com bubble, we remember them, but now it's part of memory. Like September 9/11, September, sorry, why am I saying so? It's 9/11. What happened? We were talking about it that time. It was there for a year, 2 years. Now people move on. So, like I told you, people have a weak memory, and that will help the UAE market bounce back. People will forget the mistakes UAE has done. Number 18. I noticed this trend. It's becoming an opportunist market. It's becoming like people who want to make fast money. These leeches or these individuals, they just don't stop. They buy quickly and they sell quickly. Buy quickly and sell quickly. That's how the Bitcoin enthusiasts have made money. That's how the people in the housing market bubble made money. That's how now money is rotating. You get people who buy quickly and sell quickly and make money. And I'm in touch with, I think, few of them, and they are very aggressive. I'll tell you, they work like mad dogs for 6-7 years, make tons of money, millions, and then they vanish. So I can see this happening. Number 19 is China is going to play a vital role in UAE. A lot of Chinese. We never had Dragon Mart and all that. We never had Chinese workers. Now there are plenty of Chinese workers, Chinese businessmen coming. A lot of Chinese products flooding the market, and that is also creating a lot of opportunities for UAE. So I know a lot of Indians, Pakistanis who are actually buying and selling Chinese products and actually going to China and developing relationship Chinese products to their country. So that is something which is really big. Last, if not the least, is Sheikh Mohammed is obviously he's old. He's in his 60 plus. He has another few more years to live, and some people say he has diabetes and blood pressure, but obviously he has a world-class team taking care of his health. But his son is taking over now. There are two sides to it. One side says his son is just an Instagram model who likes to look like a pretty face, read poetry, and act all cute, and take part in adventure sports. While the other side, they say that he's a new breed. He's a new breed of exciting new opportunities that are coming in. So I just feel that it will create a positive hype. Okay, it will create, because I always expect good things. Will it sustain? Will it survive? That's to be seen after the next 5 years, at least 5 years, so that you can evaluate the person. Like when Obama took over, everyone said, wow, change and this and that. But after 5 years, we found out it's all bullshit. It's the same shit, different tune, Even Donald Trump. You actually check Donald Trump and Obama, more or less the same. It's just that Donald Trump is a little rude and in your face, and he talks about it explicitly. Obama was very diplomatic and very sweet. He didn't say it. But if you actually check the facts between what Obama and Donald Trump did, actually Obama, even though I'm a supporter of Obama, Obama was worse. So Sheikh Mohammed's son is obviously going to take over. Initially, there will be the excitement, and that will bring UAE to a more positive, change. But then what will happen next? That we need to see. So these are the 20 reasons why the UAE market will bounce back. These are my views. Like I told you, what goes down has to come up. What goes up has to come down. So right now UAE is down. It'll go back up, and that will help a new group of people, and that will help the UAE market. So let me know your thoughts. Do you think I'm right or wrong? Do you think this will actually happen? Is there any point that you disagree? I'd love to read your thoughts about it. So this is me signing off for now. Thanks guys for watching once again. Take care.